Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back again, everybody. We are back with another fragrance review right here, guys. And today I will be talking about the latest Argos. Yes, the latest release from Argos Fragrances. I know that they do have two more to come out this year, but this is the latest one. And this one right here has been at the top of all the polls that you guys and gals have chosen. All right, every single poll. I did a final poll yesterday. I had several fragrances ready to go that all I needed to do was record them. And yet you guys chose this one at the top of the heap. So today I will be breaking down this scent. Let's go. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. Okay, liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel, guys. We just hit 23K, so thank you so much for all your support and your kind words on the comments. I appreciate you guys. If this is your first time on the channel, please feel free to dive into over 700 no hype videos. I'm going to try my best to really drop a lot of the mainstays that I know will withstand the test of time in FragCom, but also all the new ones, guys. I'm trying my best right here. So thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate y'all. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is none other than the latest Argos. This is none other than Sacred Flame. Yes, Sacred Flame by Argos. This got me pretty curious and excited because of the concept, all right? The concept is pretty cool. I mean, you guys are probably wondering, who this guy is that's on the actual engraving on the bottle. It's a pretty cool bottle. I mean, not gonna lie, got me excited as well. But who is this guy, all right? This guy basically is Prometheus, and he is a god of fire as well as a titan. And basically, he took the Sacred Flame from Mount Olympus, from the gods. I don't know if he stole it or he just took it, but he did take the Sacred Flame and shared it to the mortals of Earth. All right, so that is, I guess, the artwork of him basically taking the flame. All right, so pretty cool artwork right here. But of course, more than just the concept. I mean, this fragrance, just looking at the artwork and the bottle, looked to me like a very masculine fragrance, right? Seemed like a very masculine fragrance. And we're talking about flame. We're talking about something that's fiery and maybe hot and warm. And, to me, that is, sounds perfect for the fall winter season. Now, there is a reason why it took me a while to really make this review, and that's because for the past month, it's been pretty hot here in LA, all right? We've had some really hot weather, and the last time when I was in Vegas, it was also hot over there. So I felt like that wasn't really the right environment to test this fragrance. But as soon as hoodie season started, maybe last week or a couple weeks ago, to me, that was the right time to do that. So I got to test all my samples of Sacred Flame. Can't wait to tell you all about this fragrance because it seems like there's a lot of people that are saying that this is really, really awesome. Some people are like saying it's the best Argos yet. And then there are some people that think otherwise. So what is the real deal with this fragrance? Let's go spray this thing right now. Okay, guys, now let's talk about this fragrance right here, Argos Sacred Flame. And as you can see, I have killed this sample right here. Now let's talk about this opening. I gotta say that this opening is very unique and impactful. All right, unique because this is one of the few perfumes that I know that really followed the concept. I would even say to a T. Now, the concept, as you guys know, is Sacred Flame. And as it is, I would say that this entire opening, I want to call it the Flame Accord. All right, I don't care if Argos wants to call it that or not. To me, I'm going to call it the Flame Accord. Why? Because it does resemble kind of like a flame, all right? And let me tell you all about it. Right here in the opening notes, you are going to get pepper tree as kind of like that strong core base of that flame. You're going to get ginger, you're going to get clove, and then you're going to get orange, tangerines, and other citruses like bergamot as well as grapefruit here in the opening of this fragrance. Now, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot of notes. And you're probably wondering, what does this smell like? You have the base of the intro, which is a real strong pepper tree. I mean, it's really a high dose of pepper spice here in the intro. But again, look at it as if it was the black, ashy part of this whole flame. And as it continues, you kind of have the medium, kind of like warming note of ginger and the clove, the spice of clove. And then up top, it's orangey with the tangerines, with the peach, and then some lingering here and there, bergamot and grapefruit. But really, the stronger ones are going to be that peach. It's going to be that peach-orange combo that, again, is balanced back by all that spiciness, by all that pepper, by all the warming notes of ginger and clove. And so for me, like, it's really unique. I haven't smelled any other fragrance that really artistically tried to, copy a flame, literally, in how it comes out. So I'm going to give them kudos for that, for creating a fragrance that at least really resembles something like that. I know zoologists, they have the same task of doing the same thing with animals, but this one right here, definitely flamey in the beginning, very unique, very amazing. Now, the other thing I'll say is that because this one has a peppery core with the pepper tree, this one will be, first and foremost, I feel, will appeal to the uber masculine guys, those that are looking for a really uber masculine scent. And I really feel like, although you have peach and tangerines, some sweetener, some oranginess here, really the balance is more towards the pepper tree. I really feel. And you have ginger, you have clove, you have some spices, but really I would say that the pepper tree is the most masculine like part of this fragrance. And it will also be the point of contention, meaning, in my opinion, there will be people that will not like that very strong dose of pepper tree. I'm just saying. All right. But again, if you are looking for a very masculine fragrance, I feel like the pepper tree will be great for you. And again, it is kind of balanced by those other sweet notes, possibly even sugary notes. But I would say this is a lot more masculine thanks to that pepper tree. Okay, so now let's talk about initial sillage and projection of Argos Sacred Flame. This fragrance right here does have lingering aromatic properties as well as draw-in properties. Really, all at once here in the opening of this fragrance. You have the sweet, sugary notes, the fruity, orangey notes kind of like linger around right there, but you also have the aromatic spices. And those spices are the same warming draw-in spices like ginger, for example. And then, of course, you have the pepper like lingering around, that large dose of pepper lingering around right there. So it does have a strong and beautiful sillage and projection. I don't think that it's offensive, though. I really feel like the pepper will kind of cause like an exclamation point once you smell the fragrance, like, oh, you'll get perked up by the pepper. But I don't think it's like offensive, like an offensive oud would be. I don't think so, because there's a really nice, really gradient balance from the ginger and the clove, other spices that kind of soften it up right there. And of course, you have the, the fruity, orangey smells really lingering around. So I think it's okay in terms of invasiveness. I don't think you'll feel that. I don't think the other person can feel that either. Okay, so now let's head into the mid of Argos Sacred Flame. Now the mid right here of this fragrance, although the notes are completely different, in my opinion, these are continuity notes really from the first initial set of notes, meaning it's kind of like the same composition where you have like a darker, spicier base, and then you have some uplifting balancers just like the intro. And right here in the mid, guys, you have cinnamon bark, which is your spicy cinnamon but with a dark woods component. That, in my opinion, that's kind of like the replacement in the mid of the pepper tree. All right, so from pepper tree, you went to cinnamon bark. And the difference, of course, is huge, because pepper tree is like black pepper, whereas cinnamon bark does have a kind of like sweet, spicy balance, although dark and woody as well. But that's what you get right here in the mid. And the middle portion, which replaces basically ginger, will be your rose and patch. All right, and these two are, as you guys know, this is a combination that's always there, dark rose and patch. And finally, at the top of it all, you do have your florals like violet and jasmine. Same effect as like the oranges as well as the peach. There are sweeteners to this whole mix. And then finally, you have orris that does provide some sort of powderiness here in the mid of this scent. And I would even argue that the first part had some sort of powdery sugariness that is continued by the orris here in the mid, guys. So again, in the mid, that composition is the same. You have a dark cinnamon bark, kind of like the embers to a flame. You have your middle portion, rose and patchouli, sensual rose and patchouli. And then at the top, you have powdery floral balancers that really kind of replicate that same effect from the beginning. I mean, I can't really stop saying that this is such a genius creation because, like I said, I mean, they really created a flame in a perfume, all right? Something that I really think is pretty damn cool. Okay, so now let's talk about the dry down of Argos Sacred Flame right here. And this dry down starts at the 6-hour mark. And I will say this, that this dry down, to me, focused more on comfort, coziness, and comfort. Because I felt like, you know, the opening of this fragrance was, it was impactful. It was masculine. You had a huge dose of pepper, black pepper tree right in the beginning of this fragrance. Although you had these nice sugary sweet balancers, orangey, but still, guys, you know, you can't really discount that strong oomph from the pepper. And even in the mid was kind of like, okay, it bridged towards like sensual, romantic, but it still had the embers to the fire. It still had that cinnamon bark with its warm spiciness and dark woodiness, okay? And of course, here in this dry down, it's much more on the comfort stage. And you have right here cashmere musks, you have amber, you have vanilla, you have sandalwood, you have a little bit of myrrh. But again, you know, put together, it felt really cozy and comfortable. I mean, really, things had settled down on this dry down. You'll feel that cashmere comfort with that sweet amber, sweet vanilla here in this dry down. I like the myrrh though. I like that they added myrrh because it's kind of like a masculine balancer. I feel like a lot of fall winter fragrances have the same old amber vanilla dry down. And to be honest, that gets boring. So I really like that Argos added myrrh here to kind of make it a modifier. Things that'll kind of make it more masculine than just your classic amber vanilla dry down. So again, it's more on coziness and comfort on the dry down. Okay, so with all that being said, what do I think, or how do I feel about this fragrance right here, Sacred Flame? I mean, when I looked at kind of like what other people said about this fragrance when it was kind of hot here in LA, I was quite surprised that a lot of people were saying, oh my gosh, like this is the best Argos I've ever smelled. This is the best fragrance I've ever smelled. And I wasn't so sure if these guys were like paid guys or they're just there maybe to hype things up, or they want Argos to put them in the good list of reviewers. I don't know. But to me, I really feel like this is a true niche scent. In every sense of the word. And, you know, one of the things that really I wanted to think about when I was testing this fragrance was like, was this mainstream appealing? I mean, really for me, it wasn't. I don't think it's a mainstream type scent that, you know, people can just easily gobble up and immediately like judge as amazing. Kind of like Fall of Phaeton. I think that Fall of Phaeton is more of like a mainstream appealing scent. But Argos is well known for making these artistic, like genius made scents. And that will not be, I would say, like, you know, a total, like, you know, everybody will like it. I don't think it's going to be like that. And I don't think it's going to be like that with this fragrance. This one right here is so creatively done in almost like a niche type feel with the concept right here that I think that there will be people that will love it and there will be people that won't. All right, that is what I think. And I think that you guys should test this fragrance. But usage-wise, guys, I would use this just like a fall winter type of niche scent. I mean, really, there's no problem with using this at night, cooler nights or fall or winter, because you really have a lot of appealing notes. Like I said, this will appeal to the Uber man that wants to smell uber masculine, even with all those balancers. You know, you have the sugary sweet orange and peach. You do have your florals, your violet, your jasmine as your balancers, but really eventually you've got that pepper, you've got that cinnamon, you've got that rose and that patch, the dark woods, like I said, that really create that masculinity. And if you want something like that, I think this will appeal to a lot of the guys, to be honest. Now, can women wear this? I think women can wear this. There's nothing wrong. Again, if you can get over that strong peppery start, that to me really screams masculine, no matter what the balancers are. And this fragrance right here is a grabber to upscale grabber, but I can definitely see someone in just like a nice polo, like not even like anything crazy, like a blazer or anything like that. But if you dress maybe in black, like a nice nighttime polo, like a Hugo Boss maybe, I feel like this is great for the nighttime. It's got a lot of draw-in properties, a lot of sensual notes from the rose, the ginger, all those things, the orange. I mean, those are really nice, like nighttime upscale grabber like smells. And I think that this is something that will be liked as well. It's a grower. It's definitely a grower. So if you ever get a sample, don't judge it just by the first wear. Do it like how I did. Wear this to death. And, see if this grows on you. And I would also advise that you wear it really outdoors when you are meeting people. Don't wear it like in a room and then judge it right there. Use it and see if you'll get compliments, if women will like your smell and get magnetized by your smell. Because like I said, it's pretty masculine. And try it out. Don't just do it indoors, okay? I definitely implore y'all to try it. Hey, let's talk about Total Performance, guys. Total Performance is 12 hours plus. I never had a problem with Argos. I mean, they really make long-lasting fragrances with really nice sillage all throughout. This was not weak whatsoever. And even at the end, I really felt maybe it's the abundance of notes that's causing the strength to be really good all throughout, but definitely more than 12 hours on performance. Okay, so now let's talk about costing on this fragrance, guys. A full bottle, 100 ml of Sacred Flame is $290, and then they're selling like a 30 ml on the side for like $175. I mean, hey, I gotta say that this fragrance is really unique. All right, and having a full bottle, I don't think will hurt, because this is a fragrance that will not smell like anything else in your collection. I mean, I've smelled a lot, all right, and I smell dupes and things that smell like other things, but there's nothing that smells like Sacred Flame. And there's nothing that, in my opinion, gives that kind of masculinity, but tries to balance it out with notes that actually, they sound like femme, like orange and peach and violet and jasmine. But it's a great balance, I would say, in this fragrance. I mean, nothing smells like it as far as I know. And I believe that if you buy a bottle of any Argos fragrances, you can get a sample. I'm not sure if you can buy this alone, or you can just order like one of your favorite Argos fragrances. Again, Fall of Phaeton, I like. Triumph of Bacchus, I like. Even the other one, Adonis Awakens, I like. And I mean, I'm pretty sure if you order any of those, they'll still add like samples of this one, Sacred Flame, with it. But definitely test this first, all right? This is a fragrance that you must test first. Unless, like I said, what I said resonated with you and you just feel like buying it at $290 or $175, then go ahead. But it is a test first. I like this fragrance though, period. And that is it. That is my no hype review on Argos Sacred Flame. Finally, it's out there, guys. And finally, it is cold enough for me to test this fragrance fairly with a nice cold environment, and I really like it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Is it overhyped? Or is this something that, you feel like, you should try more? Because for me, I had to try it more to really get a good feel of this fragrance. And ultimately, I like it. Let me know in the comments below, guys. And again, please do not forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Yeah, because we're on jury duty. All right, so I will be back with another video tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys. God bless. Take care. Peace.